Good day, grade 3 learners. Welcome to our lesson for Mathematics 3, Quarter 3, Week 3, Day 3. Our topic for today is performing simple experiments and describing likely, unlikely, and equally likely outcomes. Before we begin, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Activating prior knowledge. Present and discuss answers to Assessment 2. Please refer to the answers provided in Day 2's Evaluating Learning section. Lesson Purpose Intention. To perform simple experiments, record outcome in a table and describe the outcomes of a simple experiment using the phrases likely, unlikely, and equally likely. Lesson Language Practice. Everybody will going to read the lesson language practice. Developing understanding of the key idea STEM. Tell the learners that they will be doing experiment in groups. Divide them into 4 groups and give each group the following materials. Have these materials prepared prior to this lesson. Copy of the table. Make sure that the number of rows are enough for all the members of the group. Ask the following questions, looking at the spinner what is likely to happen when you spin the arrow pointer and why. It is likely to stop at the red part of the spinner because the part is the largest. The outcome of the arrow pointer stopping at the red part has a greater chance of happening compared to all other possible outcomes. What is unlikely to happen when you spin the arrow pointer and why? It is unlikely to stop at the blue part of the spinner because only a small part of the spinner is colored blue. The outcome of the arrow pointer stopping at the blue part has a lesser chance of happening compared to all other possible outcomes. What can you say about the number of times the arrow pointer would stop at the green part compared to the number of times it would stop at the yellow part of the spinner and why? It is equally likely that the arrow pointer would stop at the green part and the yellow part of the spinner because the green and yellow sections are the same size. Based on what you know about likely, unlikely, and equally likely outcomes, ask each group to make predictions about how many times the arrow pointer will stop at a specific color before conducting the experiment. Have them write their predictions on strips of paper and listen to their explanation for why they made those predictions. Check the reasonableness of their predictions. Some possible predictions for Group 1. The arrow pointer will stop at red region 7 times, green region 1 time, yellow region 1 time, and blue region 1 time. Here are the other groups. Please kindly study them. Let us see which of your predictions match your actual results. You can now start your experiment. Did each group get the same result? The answer is no. We did not. In which group did the arrow pointer stop at the red region the most number of times? The answer is, it will depend on the actual result. In which group did the arrow pointer stop at the blue region the least number of times? The answer is it will depend on the actual result of the experiment. In which group did the arrow pointer stop at the green and yellow region the same number of times? The answer is it will also depend on the actual result of the experiment. The desired results may not be achieved as the number of trials conducted was only 10. It may be necessary to conduct more trials to get a more accurate result. The arrow is likely to stop at the red region. The arrow is unlikely to stop at the blue region. The arrow is equally likely to stop at the yellow and green regions. Deepening understanding of the key idea stem. Pause the table shown on the board. Ask each group to write the results of their experiment on the chart. Let them do this one group at a time. The data on the chart should reflect the actual results of the activity. Note, the data on the chart are for discussion purposes only. Use the actual data from the experiment during the discussion. Let us now get the total for each color. Write the total in the last row for each color. In which part of the spinner did the arrow pointer stop the most number of times? It is in red part of the spinner. How many times did the arrow pointer stop at the red part of the spinner? It stopped at the red part of the spinner 23 times out of 40. What is the possible reason the arrow pointer stopped the most number of times in the red part of the spinner? It is because the largest part of the spinner is colored red. Since the red part is the largest among all the parts of the spinner, can we say that the arrow pointer is likely to stop at the red part? And why? The answer is yes, we can. Because the larger the part, the greater the chance that the arrow pointer will stop at that part. In which part of the spinner did the arrow pointer stop the least number of times? It is in the blue part of the spinner. How many times did the arrow pointer stop at the blue part of the spinner? It stopped at the blue part of the spinner 2 times. What is the possible reason the arrow pointer stopped the least number of times in the blue part of the spinner? It is because the smallest part of the spinner is colored blue. Since the blue part is the smallest among all the parts of the spinner, can we then say that the arrow pointer is unlikely to stop at the blue part? And why? Yes, we can. Because the smaller the part, the lesser the chance that the arrow pointer will stop at that part. What can you say about the number of times the arrow pointer stopped at the green part of the spinner compared to the number of times it stopped at the yellow part of the spinner? The number of times the arrow pointer stopped at the yellow part is almost the same as the number of times it stopped at the green part of the spinner. How many times did the arrow pointer stop at the green part? How about at the yellow part? It stopped at the green part 8 times and at the yellow part 7 times. What is the possible reason that these numbers are almost the same, or that the difference between this number is just 1? It is because the yellow and green parts are equal in size. Since the green part and yellow part are equal in size, can we say that it is equally likely that the arrow pointer will stop at the green part and yellow part of the spinner, and why? Yes, we can. Since the two parts are equal in size, the arrow pointer has an equal chance of stopping at either part, making generalization. How do you describe outcomes based on the result of an experiment? We describe outcomes based on how likely, unlikely, or equally likely they are to happen. An outcome is likely to happen if it has a greater chance of happening compared to all other possible outcomes. Unlikely to happen if it has a lesser chance of happening compared to all other possible outcomes. Equally likely to happen if each possible outcome has an equal chance of occurring. Evaluating learning. Assessment 3. The result of an experiment using a letterboard and a chip was recorded in the table shown. Based on the data in the table, answer the following. Here are the possible answers.